What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another winter 2026 photo shoot, and this is episode 2. Today is Saturday, January 10th. It's about 4:30 right now. Sunset is in like 20 minutes, and it's super cloudy. Been pretty cloudy, overcast, and unfortunately, we've been getting some warm days and just a lot of like rain and stuff lately. So a lot of the snow actually has melted, and there's not a lot of snow on the ground right now actually, but it's still really cold. It's like 20 degrees and the wind is whipping right now, but past couple weeks it's just been super warm, so a lot of the snow has melted off. But I just wanted to get out again today for blue hour and then just some night ops. Sunset is in 20 minutes here, so I just came into town, kind of just in this around this neighborhood, kind of on the south side. So yeah, just kind of wanted to do some walking around, see if there were, I don't really know if we're gonna get anything, because it's just so cloudy. They're saying it's gonna start snowing here in a little bit, but nonetheless, we'll just do a little walk around, see if we can get any shots off. But yeah, if not, we'll just kind of make we'll just kind of make this a twofer and include another episode worth of footage. So yeah, let's get out there, see if we can't catch some kind of nice street lights or just some nice shots around blue hour. So yeah, let's get after it. Yeah, it is pretty windy today, so sorry about the wind, guys, if that picks up. But just came down to the south side. We'll just kind of walk up one of these roads, and there's a church. Yeah, we'll just see what we can see. I don't know if we'll get anything. A lot of the snow has melted, and I think that might affect the shots, but we'll check it out. Walking along here, kind of waiting for the sun to set some more as it gets a bit darker. I want it a little bit darker. It's kind of a cool shot right there. Trees in there, maybe. I'm gonna bust out the camera. Alright guys, finally found some shots down this alleyway here. My fingers are freezing. This wind chill is bad right now. But I was looking down here. At these house lights, and then right in here looking up here at the lighted up stairway there. It's taking some vertical shots in here. Looks really cool. Yeah, this wind chill is bad. But yeah, this light is nice, and there's actually a little bit of snow down here. That was pretty dope. $5:10 right now. So definitely dark. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, a lot of the winter time is just kind of looking for these house lights and stuff. Street lights. Just looking for that stuff to light up the scenes. Not great conditions. Really been wanting some partly cloudy days with a lot of snow, but just have not been getting it so far. Saw some Christmas lights over here on this house. That might look cool. Window right there, kind of under some big trees right here too, so let's get lit up real nice. But I think we're getting close to going back here. I'm getting pretty cold. All right, friends, last little scene here. Got this house with a little light on right there. Starting to get some flurries here. You can kind of see the flurries of snow coming through that street light there. Yeah, this one looked pretty nice. I just went vertical with it. Portrait style. So yeah, that looked pretty cool. But I am gonna get back to the truck over there before my fingers fall off. It is yeah, very cold right now. All right, friends, I'm back in the truck here. Just warming up my fingers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the wind was just terrible. It's like 20 degrees, but it feels like basically zero. My fingers were, yeah, not feeling good. But it is 5:45 right now, so that was just over an hour, just around an hour. Pretty quick little walk around that neighborhood this evening. Wasn't really seeing like a whole lot. I didn't think I would, to be honest. I just feel like without a bunch of like just snow everywhere and still on the ground, it just kind of even makes like the night scenes look a little bit dull. Because when you have like snow everywhere, it really just lights up the environment because it's obviously white. So like the light bounces off the snow and it lights everything up. But yeah, with a lot of the snow being melted off, just wasn't really seeing a whole lot. But the shots that we did get with kind of the house lights, mostly the house lights and the street lights and whatnot, those turned out pretty good, I think. So just a little handful of shots there, nothing too crazy on this little evening walk on January 10th here. But yeah, I just wanted to make it relatively quick, and I was just freezing my ass off, so just wanted to get back to the truck, to be honest. But I need to start these night ops a little bit later even than I am, to be honest, because it's still pretty light even until like 5:15. So that's probably what I'm going to do next time. Is you honestly start even later than I am. But overall, not too bad of a little shoot here. It was good to get out nonetheless, and still kind of stay in the game here and kind of get in the winter routine of photo shoots, and yeah, just get used to it. So, but yeah, that'll do it for this one, guys. I don't know if we'll cut on any other additional footage. Maybe I'll get some stuff tomorrow on Sunday, but if I do, we'll just cut to that next. But if not, we'll just see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What is up, everybody? We are back for another winter 2026 photo shoot, and this might be episode 2 or 3. I'm not really sure. But today is Saturday, January 17th, and it's about 12:30 right now, and so it's just about midday. And we just got hit with a little bit of snow, a couple inches through last night and this morning. Nothing too crazy, but it is super cold. We've been getting some Arctic blasts up here in the Midwest lately. It's like 17 degrees right now, that's what my truck says, but it feels like basically 0 with the wind, and it's going to be like that for a couple weeks here. So, but a little bit of snow on the ground today, so I wanted to get out a little bit early and just come up to Galesville right now. And yeah, I haven't come up here too often, but just wanted to walk around the town a little bit, or just a few roads mostly, and just get some in-town street photography shots, hopefully. It's very overcast because it's still kind of snowing. Very cloudy, but you know, just wanted to walk around and try and get some photos, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, we're just gonna see how long we can pretty much stay out there in the cold, and hopefully we can get some good photos. So let's get after it. Okay, let's do it. I'm all bundled up here, and this should be a decent test. Yeah, these cold weather days for the Lumix, and just how it holds up in the cold, because yeah, pretty much feels like 0 degrees right now. So these cold weather days are a good test for it. But check this out. I'll park right here. Nice fresh snow. Old gas station there. Got some shots right in here, guys. Looking at the gas station, kind of landscape just like this. Then I got some a truck like rolling through the scene there. I also kind of got in the road and took some verticals. Kind of looking right at the sign. It's like a little bit of sunlight popping in there too, but it was a pretty cool shot. Pretty cool scene here. Got some vertical shots right there, right here. Old sheriff truck's kind of lined up here, covered in snow. Pretty cool. Yeah, we actually got a decent amount. A couple inches for sure. So there's a couple of roads up here I thought looked pretty cool on the map. Check it out though. Alright guys, a couple landscape shots. Looking down the road here. Just like that. I just thought it looked kind of cool. Telephone lines and everything. This is a pretty cool part of town here. We got kind of this like bluff right there. You guys can see like the little hill. So that all looks really cool in there. So I'm gonna get some shots in there for sure. gnarly. But yeah, I'm actually not doing too bad. It's not too cold right now, which is good. The wind hasn't been too terrible. But yeah, camera's been holding up, doing well. Check out this scenery behind me here. Got the bridge, and there's like a creek down there. But yeah, it's still really it's gonna be overcast all day and super cloudy, but it's been good so far. I think we've gotten some pretty close shots actually. I'll show you guys too. I just took some shots like of this building looking up the road here, so I'll show you guys that next. But check out this area, it's super cool. Got a little creek running through there. Sandstone on the bluff. Looking pretty good. Yeah, this is a really pretty area. Galesville, Wisconsin. Everything covered in snow right now. But I don't think I'm gonna walk up there yet. I think I'm gonna kind of do a little loop, go back, and then hit another road. So that's kind of the plan. Get down this road, it's pretty cool. You guys can kind of see that hill with the houses on top there. So I'm gonna walk down this road and take some shots. Got some shots right in there, guys. Some verticals, and yeah, I like the negative space with all that snow. Looking at that house. Lots of good shots through here. Alright guys, I am walking back to the truck here. There's the gas station. I need to come back to this old gas station here. Definitely like come back to that. I think that would look really cool with like some sun on it instead of just overcast. But it's still got some nice shots of that right there, so it's cool. But I pretty much walked everywhere I was planning to walk. I'm definitely gonna come back here another time for night ops. So some night photo ops. But it was pretty good just for today. Just a little walk. It's about 1:15, so about an hour. Yeah, I'm just gonna get back in the truck now and then we'll wrap it up. All right, back in the warm truck here, guys. 1:30 right now. And you know what I hate? You know what I hate? When it says my truck key battery is low. Yeah, and I know why. It's because I took it in my backpack outside and it's 0 degrees right now. So I think it's stupid how all of everybody's car nowadays is like an electronic key. I don't know, it's dumb. It's like, why do we really need electronic keys? I don't know. Like, the worst thing that could happen to me right now is my key to my truck freezing. And like all of my other equipment is totally fine. All of my camera stuff, it was perfect all throughout that, which is crazy. It's just like, oh my gosh. The one thing to freeze on me, and it would be my freaking truck key. That would be really bad. But yeah, overall, good shoot here, guys. Just about an hour here in Galesville, and I stayed pretty warm throughout all that. I mean, I'm really bundled up. I've got 3 layers of long sleeves on, a hoodie, and jacket, hoodie, gloves, everything. So I'm pretty bundled up here, but the camera, everything, all the batteries were good except for the truck key. But yeah, it was a pretty good shoot there. I think we got some overall pretty decent street photos. Very overcast, super cloudy today. So a lot of these are going to rely on my post edits, like my editing work, to spice these photos up. But nonetheless, it was cool to get some actual kind of daytime photos with some snow on the ground, because I literally haven't, this is my first actual shoot in the daytime with some fresh snow here. We've just been getting out in night ops for these first couple, but this is not going to be it for today. I don't know if this will be it for this episode, but later this evening I'm going to go out again. Sunset today is around 5 o'clock now. So I'm going to head out probably around like 4. It's like 1:30 right now. Probably get out maybe like 4:30ish, 4 o'clock, and then go into the sunset hours into night, and we'll just keep on going. Because, yeah, I want to make the most of this Saturday, this weekend, with the snow that we do have. Just so I can, kind of capture the best shots that I can while we have the snow. It's going to stay. The snow is not going to melt off, because it's going to literally be like 0 degrees for the next week or 10 days. But it's just nice to get the photos in while it's still relatively warm, and then before the cold really sets in and it just gets absolutely miserable. So that's kind of the plan. And gonna go back to the crib, refuel, and then we'll go back out in town in La Crosse later this evening into the night, and just keep on going with these winter photos. So stay tuned for that, guys, and yeah, we'll just cut to that next photo shoot. All right, friends, we are back out here in town. It is still snowing a little bit, just some flurries coming down. Very overcast still, but it's 4:10 right now, so just about an hour until sunset. I think I'm just gonna walk down this alleyway quick. I've came down there once before in the fall, so I'm just gonna go down that alleyway, see if we can't get some pictures down there, and then I'm gonna drive more south into town more, and by that time the sun should be setting and we can get set up for the next shoot down there and start getting into the nighttime hours. So yep, just gonna be some winter street photography in this one. So yeah, let's go get after it. This is actually like a snowmobile track or something. That's what the signs say. Down this alley, which is kind of crazy. Some shots in here. It's a nice alleyway scene. Pretty cool looking. All right, guys, just changed locations here. It's about 5 o'clock. sunset is right about now, so it's getting on to the blue hour, and we're pretty much at the main highlight of the day / night. I came down to the brewery area, pretty much right downtown here in La Crosse. It's pretty much just a really industrial looking spot, so I'm hoping we can get some nice like kind of industrial looking shots with these brewery plants over here. And there's just some interesting looking buildings. There should be some decent artificial lighting from like the street lights and the building lights and whatnot, so that should be cool. I really have not come down here to take pictures in a long time, so yeah, should be fun. So the sky is actually getting pink over there, but let's go check it out. Pink sky kind of faded, but got some shots. That truck in there against the bridge, just right off the bat. Yeah, the sky was pretty pink there for a little bit. So we're just gonna walk down there, see if we can't get some cool night shots. So temp right now is like 15. Feels like -1, -2, something like that. So it's cold, and it's only gonna get colder for the next week or so. Just got some vertical shots in here. Just kind of looking down this fence, this kind of cut in the trees. Got some vertical shots. It's kind of a minimalist style photograph here, but I was just focusing in on like these 3 windows and the telephone pole there. Obviously that street light is really nice, lighting everything up. The sky is looking pretty cool right now. Still a little bit of flurries going on. Wind picking up a little bit. It's definitely cold. So there's a brewery right there. A little bit loud. I'm right by some semi-trailers, but let's check out this light too. This like amber light right under that. But I'm gonna get some shots off of this scene here. It's really cool looking, I think. It's kind of what I was talking about, real industrial looking. So yeah, I'm gonna take the camera out and look around in here a little bit. Gotta love the sweet smell of diesel coming off those trucks. Oof. It's got some shots in here. I like the smokestack. It's pretty dope. Well, there's the brewery. In all its glory. But I don't really see much for photos in there. If it was like crazy snowing right now, it would look cool, but not really. Not really much there right now. So I'm just gonna head back the way we came. And we'll probably switch locations or something. Found this pretty cool, another kind of minimalist shot here. There's this like door right here. This is like a green painted building, and this whole thing is just getting lit up by this street light here. So I took a vertical shot, lined it up just like this. Got the snow in the foreground and a little bit of these like weeds for some contrast. I think this one is going to turn out pretty dang cool. I just really like the look of this. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. Yeah, just saw that kind of walking back here. Just pretty cool lighting. My fingers are frozen now. Nice and frozen. I like wearing these gloves with the cut off fingers so I can like use my camera, but they work good actually. But after about an hour, it starts to get pretty cold. All right, now you guys can see me. And I got some street lights here, but it is 6 o'clock. So about an hour after sunset here. Been going, I've just been on this road here now for about an hour. But some really good shots throughout this little walk down by the brewery. Like I said, I really don't come down here often, but since I've been doing all this night ops, I figured this would be a good spot, and it definitely was. I think we got some cool shots down here. Cool little spot to check out downtown here. But I'm gonna head back to the truck, guys. I think we've pretty much covered everything we can down here, and I might change locations. There's that one spot we were at. Yeah, might change locations here. I might not. I might wrap it up depending on how I feel in terms of the cold. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do right now. So I'll just meet you guys back at the truck. Okay, back in the truck here, guys. It is 6:20 right now, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't really feel like going out again and embracing the cold. Yeah, I think we got our fix today of photos out in Galesville in the afternoon today, and then kind of down here in town for the evening and early night hours. If I wouldn't have gone out this afternoon, I probably would keep going, but I'm just pretty much good at this point in terms of being out in the cold for today. I've probably been outside for a few hours now today, 3 or 4 hours, so I think we'll just call it here. But overall, really good day worth of photos. I don't know how good the Galesville shots will turn out just because it was so overcast and cloudy, but I'm sure some of those will be good enough to edit and kind of post. So overall, really good day worth of photos here. Nice winter day, nice and cold in January. That's kind of my plan. Just get in all the snowy photos we can this weekend, and then get ready for, like, I think it's like a high of basically 2 degrees next week, like 5 degrees. So it's going to be brutally cold. So we'll try and get it in this weekend, and kind of just embrace it, embrace the winter months and the winter photography. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for sticking with me on this cold January day. But had a good time today. It was nice to get out at least and get some photos in. It's always, I've been actually really enjoying the night photography, street photography at night here throughout these past few shoots. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been the new camera, I've been really happy just with the Lumix S5 2X and how it's been performing. I've been, as you guys have been seeing, I've been putting it through the ringer, been using it a lot in the cold weather, pretty much just in pretty harsh conditions, and it's been holding up really well. So been enjoying that. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for sticking with me as always, and I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What is up, friends? What's up, everybody? We are back in the crib here for another photo review of winter 2026. This is episode 2 here, and this was kind of right in the middle of January. We did 2 different weekends throughout this episode, January 10th and the 17th, I believe it was. So went out in kind of the middle of January throughout this episode here. That first outing was kind of just pretty short. We just did a small little walk through kind of a residential neighborhood area, just pretty much walked down some alleys and stuff. A lot of more night ops throughout this episode, but we did get out actually during the day into Galesville a little bit, which is just a small town just a little north of here. And honestly, quick note on that little outing into Galesville, I definitely should have waited until the evening hours for that shoot, because it was just so cloudy and just overcast. I really did not like how a lot of those photos turned out, actually. So we can kind of touch on that more, but yeah, definitely should have saved that for kind of the evening hours. But I'll probably go back to that spot, honestly, if we get any more snow here. Hopefully we do. And then on the 17th there, we finished up this episode actually down near the brewery area in La Crosse here. Real industrial kind of area. There's lots of kind of just like commercial buildings down there, but just wanted to really kind of just go down there for a change of setting. I've been shooting, taking photos in a lot of just kind of neighborhood areas, street photography stuff throughout, residential areas, just getting shots of like houses and, house lights and whatnot. But yeah, I really just wanted to check out kind of a more industrial part of town. And that brewery spot is a pretty cool area just for that kind of vibe. Lots of just kind of big buildings and street lights. It's really just, it's right downtown, so there's no houses or anything down there, but we actually got some pretty good photos out of that little shoot down there as well. So yeah, 3 different kind of photo shoots throughout this one. Just wanted to combine them all because they were kind of just short little segments out there, but overall got some really good photos, specifically during the blue hour and nighttime photo shoots. And my cat is doing something there. But really good photos during blue hour, nighttime throughout these shoots. Definitely was freezing. It was definitely cold out there. I was kind of mentioning that, and we can kind of talk about it a little bit more here, but let's just hop onto the screen here, guys, and we can get going with the photo review. Let me put on my trusty mittens. But yeah, in terms of the cold, these were definitely two, specifically during the night, two definitely very cold photo shoots here, especially this one to start out. Just in this neighborhood, it was the wind is what really gets you, that wind chill. And I just go out and like literally wearing these kind of cut off gloves because I like having the fingers kind of open, so I can, when I mess around with my camera and all that. Here's my cat messing around with my camera and like flipping all those buttons and whatnot. I really like having the fingers, and especially when I'm like obviously using the phone to record video and stuff. So without full-on gloves, they definitely get cold, but I just kind of deal with it. So, hey Luna, what's up? Hello. Okay, all right. Hello. Want to say what's up to the people? It's my cat. All right, I'm gonna have to, because I can't. You're blocking my. Let's try and do some of these. Hang on. Off to a slow start here. All right, so starting out the photo review. Just in that residential neighborhood. Got some pretty cool shots of these kind of houses throughout here, and I actually ended up editing this photo. I do have a handful of these that I did edit. Let me see. I believe it was this guy here. A handful of these that I did edit, so I'll show you guys that at the end, but we'll just go through all the raw images right now. And some of these, there's quite a lot through here, but we'll just get going. So did end up editing this photo. This was pretty sick. This kind of upper story light shining through on this building. Thought that was pretty cool looking. Right at blue hour. Very overcast, but pretty cool shot here. I also edited up this shot. A nice landscape scene. And in a lot of these photos, I'm picking up on, house lights coming through like the window panes and stuff like that. Hopefully let's wait till this bumps into focus here, but pretty cool shots through here. And I was just walking down the alleyways, freezing my butt off. But this was a pretty nice shot. And let's see if this focus wants to, there we go. So you can see there, even in the low light, and definitely have been getting more used to kind of low light settings and making sure I'm kind of good to go with the camera. But yeah, definitely been getting more accustomed to working in the blue hour, working in the low light, and making sure my settings are all kind of coordinated for that stuff. But even in these really low light settings, like, we're still coming out with pretty crisp, clear images here, as you guys can see. So obviously there's going to be some blur and some noise with the low light stuff, but you just kind of have to, it's just a balance, finding that nice balance. And then final shot here of this small little in-town walk. I just noticed this street light. I thought this was a pretty just kind of cool frame. Picking up on this house light down here. And then I just really like all the shadows, deep shadows coming off this light. You guys can kind of see a little bit of snow flurries kind of bouncing off the light there, which I thought was kind of cool. Snow flurries starting up. But yeah, after this shot, I was just super cold, couldn't take any more, so we just wrapped up that photo shoot. But a few images out of there. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this one. This is actually a pretty dope shot as well. Just looking down that alleyway, and this was right at the same kind of location as this shot here. So just looking down the alley itself, and wanted to pick up on just these kind of lights shining in these houses here. And I do like the kind of telephone lines So those leading lines, kind of see it against the blue sky there, or the overcast sky. So I just thought that shot was kind of interesting. I really do like working with or like incorporating more of these kind of utility lines and light poles and stuff into these winter shots more. But working through onto the next weekend, I believe. Yeah, this is the next weekend, I believe. But out here in Galesville, I did select a few of these daytime shots out of this shoot. But like I was saying before, a lot of these shots I want to come back to during blue hour or the sun's, just during the nighttime, and really work these shots again. So most of those shots throughout Galesville, I really just didn't. We can review them at the end, but most of them I just wanted to come back to at a different time of day, because obviously, as you guys can see, it's just completely overcast sky, very kind of just flat in terms of the lighting and stuff like that. But we'll stop hating on the conditions and just talk about these photos here. I actually thought this angle was pretty cool with all these kind of trucks lined up here, these cars, and this old kind of sheriff truck here. Thought that was kind of interesting. But fresh snow here. This was one day after we had gotten some snow during that night. And then a couple landscapes, just looking up at the hill in Galesville. And again, I think a lot of these photos here would just look a lot more interesting during like a blue hour or a nighttime setting. Just a couple verticals here. Again, I really like these are decent shots. They're nice, but it's just very flat, in terms of the lighting and everything. This shot here was really the only kind of cool shot that I thought we got out of the daytime hours here, at least. And I like this shot just because of all the kind of white space, the negative space coming off of the snow. Like the entire road is just covered in snow, overcast skies, so it really just draws your eye right to the middle with this house here, and I got this car just driving through the scene as well. So I actually do like this shot a lot. I thought it turned out pretty good, even though it was just a very gray day. I thought this angle was just a good angle for it. Lots of kind of negative space, makes it a little bit more interesting. And these houses look kind of just like really far away almost with that wide angle, kind of the wide angle effect. But thought that one was honestly pretty cool. But yeah, like these street lights, if all these street lights were turned on and stuff and it was blue hour, I think a lot of those other shots that we took would turn out pretty dang good. So definitely I'm going to try and make a return to this location again, hopefully in the winter. In this winter season, we can get back out there, and I can, this photo shoot in Galesville, this first one, will be kind of a good kind of just test ground for another photo shoot down there. All right, getting on to the final shoot of this episode down near the brewery, that kind of industrial area. Stepping right out of the truck here, I saw this scene with this red truck, and I just thought it was really dope looking. Ended up editing this shot. The sky was just nice and pink back there, and yeah, just thought it was a cool shot with the bridge. I tried to frame it up nicely. This was the shot that I ended up editing, so tried to frame it up so these pillars were kind of all in the kind of correct place, and it was just kind of like visually nice to look at. There's lots of like just straight lines in this shot, so I was really trying to line up these pillars in the best way that I could. So there's some other shots there, just working with different exposures, but I actually went with the lower exposure photo to edit, just so that sky was really kind of nice and bold in terms of its coloring. And then these last photos here, guys, I haven't had the chance to really dig into these too much, so I don't know which ones are going to be like the best to edit, but I'll just review them real quick with you. Thought this shot was pretty dope. Kind of a minimalist shot, just looking at this building side, but I was really just looking at this light, obviously, because it was shining just against the snow. Kind of you can kind of see some snow flurries flying through that light, but just thought it was interesting. With some editing work, I can make this pop a little bit more, but very minimalist shot. Not really what I'm used to taking photos of. Definitely a little bit of a change up in terms of the vibe of the photo from what I'm used to, but that's always good to kind of mix it up a bit. And obviously, a fresh blanket of snow kind of just changes, can change an entire scene, make it look totally different. So you can kind of see the light bouncing off all that snow and stuff. So pretty interesting shot there. And then this scene, landscape, I have this one edited, and I was just right under this. I thought this is interesting just because I was right under this kind of really like amber light in the foreground, so I just took that shot just because I thought that light looked cool in the foreground and stuff. You can kind of see the whole scene of the brewery down there. So that one was pretty decent. And then some more brewery shots, actually getting into the mix down here. I need to work through these, like I said, kind of pick out the best one. But obviously, I was picking up on the steam coming off the plant here. Lots of stuff going on, lots of semis and trucks. But yeah, really just that steam coming off the brewery looked pretty cool there. Nice and cold out, so it was really, really whipping up. Yeah, you guys can see how it's kind of blowing around. Whoop, there we go. But yep, there's the La Crosse world famous brewery. Hello, Luna. And yeah, just some landscapes as well. Oh my gosh, Luna. Hey, you can't be up here. You can't be up here. Second time in one episode she gets up here. I think she's wanting some food right now. But we're close to the end here, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. A couple landscapes here, the brewery. Again, same scene there. Still need to go through this, like I said, kind of pick out the best ones to edit. But good focus, good clarity throughout these shots, kind of see everything nice and clear. Though I've really been enjoying how crisp, or I've really been impressed with how crisp I can get these images even in this low light and with no tripod setup. So all these are handheld. I'm not setting up a tripod or anything. These aren't like crazy long exposures. I'm really kind of running and gunning throughout. That's kind of just what I do in my photo shoots. So yeah, really been impressed with the Lumix S5 2X and how it's held up throughout these first couple winter photo shoots. And I've been out there in the bitter cold with this thing now, guys. Like, I've taken that thing out in, this was like 0 degrees, close to it, probably negative degrees Fahrenheit, like -5 with the wind chill, -10, who knows. And it's holding up. So it's been doing really good. And then last photo here, guys. I thought this was honestly one of my favorites from probably this whole episode. This another minimalist shot. Like, I really don't take a lot of shots like these, but I just thought this looked really cool. We got just this green building here, and this one doorway was just really popping out to me, and you guys can see the crisp sharpness of that of the Lumix here. I'm pretty far away, and still getting nice and sharp images. But we got a street light that's bouncing, that light coming off the I don't know what I'm saying here. Yeah, the light that's coming off this street lamp or whatever, bouncing off the snow, bouncing off the building. Just looked really cool. I need to go through these, pick out the best one to edit here, but I just thought this was a very interesting shot, and the lighting in this is just, it's very unique, you know, coming off this light over here that's kind of off the frame. So it's just very, very unique, very interesting, minimalist, another minimalist shot. So fun to change it up like that. But those are all the edit selects that I got. There's a little preview from for the next episode there. Those are all the edit selects I got from that shoot here, guys. I do want to review with you guys quick the ones that did not make the cut. There are quite a few, like I said, from the Galesville shoot in the daytime hours. Here's some landscapes of that house there. More landscapes of that alleyway. But we went with the verticals on that. More shots through here. A bunch of those landscapes. A couple just like looking at windows and whatnot. So you guys saw all those. But yeah, a lot of these ones in the daytime, again, I just think, like, especially this gas station here, like you guys can just see in these, it's just very overcast, very kind of flat lighting. I think we can just hit this at a better time. I'm really hoping that we get just pounded with snow throughout February here and into March, because as it sits currently, there's not a lot of snow on the ground. We have just been getting dustings lately, so I kind of just off-timed this one. Really should have just went in the blue hour, but kind of my mistake. I kind of just jumped the gun on that and wanted to get out there. So if anything, this is just a really good kind of test run of this. I don't go out to Galesville much, so this was just a good test run to see these frames in the daytime, and then definitely want to come back here because, like, I think a lot of these shots just would look a lot better with a different conditions, different setting. You know, you guys can see how flat these images look, and I'm not trying to like totally hate on all of them, but yeah, you know, I just I think we can just make them a lot better. You know, I think these shots can just turn out a lot better with a different time of day. Get some sunlight going in there even, you know. So, but these shots definitely turned out pretty good here. This one shot, I really like that one. That was pretty dope. But yeah, a lot of these just did not make the cut. Then we did go on this quick little walk here in Anna, on Alaska. Some alleyway shots there. More alleyways, the train. But yeah, a lot of these just did not make it. Did not make that cut, and then we get into more of the industrial stuff. So let me go to the final edits. Final edits here, guys. I'll just review quick, and I'll probably review some other stuff that I've gotten done. So here was the truck image. Really made that sky pop a bit more in this. Brought up the shadows in this edit here. So there was that. There was the crop of this one. So that landscape shot here. Then I just did a little crop in, like so. There's that upstairs light. So this was that edit. I love this shot. This was another one of my favorites. Definitely love this shot. Very nice blue hour right here. That light up there just looked dope. Really nice shot here as well. Starting out in that first photo shoot. Really cool landscape. Beautiful. Love that house light. Did a little frame up on that as well. Nice white framing. Kind of give that a border. Let's see. This was from the previous shoot. Did a little edit on this. And you guys can see, even with that crop in, let's see. Yep, here we go. Nice and crisp on that crop in. Icicles hanging off the house there. That was pretty dope. And then I think that was all of the ones I've gotten done so far. I did edit up this as well from the previous shoot. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet, but really, really dope shot here. Christmas lights, little shed light there. Really cool. That was from the previous photo shoot. So those are some of the edits I've been working through, guys. I do need to work through more of these from this shoot that you guys just saw, but that'll do it for this review. We can hop off the screen here, guys. It's been kind of a long one here, but yeah, lots of kind of field footage and 2 different weekends. So yeah, definitely got a good bunch of photos to work through for the winter here now. And yeah, I've definitely been pushing to kind of get out some of these blue hour and night ops photos, and I've been having actually a pretty fun time editing up these low light photos. It has been a nice change from like I said in the previous episode. I haven't been doing low light night photography, blue hour, or like true blue hour photography in a long time. I haven't done night photography in many years. I've hit blue hour, obviously, like in the summertime and in the fall previously, but nighttime specifically, I've been just getting into this again now, and it's been a good change, definitely from just my kind of normal routine of things. I've mostly done a lot of my photo shoots, or most of them, during like sunset, daytime hours. So yeah, it's been fun to work with these photos, especially with the snow on the ground. It completely changes kind of everything, and it makes the low light photography, blue hour photography, just pop with all that snow and the light bouncing off the snow and whatnot. So I've been enjoying working through these edits. I think a lot of them have been turning out really well with a lot of these kind of houses and residential areas specifically. Like you guys kind of have been seeing in the previous shoot and throughout this one. I've just been, I think a lot of those kind of street photos with the houses and street lights and stuff, I think they've been turning out really nicely. And like I said before, the camera has been holding up really well in terms of the harsh winter weather. So Lumix S5 2X, that series, if you guys are concerned about the cold, at least extreme cold conditions with working, or if you guys are concerned about using it in extreme cold and like winter time, I've had no issues so far, and it's been like -10, -20. So it's been holding up good. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. I'm going to wrap it here. I hope you guys have been enjoying these first couple winter photo shoots. Like I kind of said previously, we have, there isn't much snow on the ground out there at all right now. We're kind of in the first week of February, second week of February, as I'm recording this. I'm hoping, like I said before, that we get just slammed with some snow here coming up, and I can get out there in an actual snowstorm and get an episode, filmed during an actual snowstorm out there. I think that would be cool if I could do that at least one time this winter, and then hopefully we can get out into some more blue hour nighttime photos with some fresh snow out there as well, because with it just basically looks like spring right now out there, and it just doesn't it doesn't look that great. It just kind of looks muddy and stuff. So hoping for some more snow, at least as much as we can get here throughout February, and then into March as well. March is always a good month for big snowstorms out here, at least in Wisconsin. We tend to get a lot of precipitation, and it's still pretty cold in March, so I'm not too concerned with that. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. Thanks for sticking with me, and hope you guys are doing good out there, staying warm. And if you guys are seeing snow this year, I hope you're enjoying it. I honestly think going out and taking photos and like right after a winter snowfall and there's fresh snow sticking to all the trees and stuff like that, I think it's one of the best times to go out and take photos. It looks winter wonderland photos are always really fun. So, but yeah, let's wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for sticking with me. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.